Okay, go for it.
All right, do we want to vote to approve minutes?
Yeah, do you want to do a moment of silence first, or do you want to wait for that till later?
We can do the moment of silence first.
I think we should, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, seems appropriate.
Okay, folks. We need to reorganize before we do anything else. Does anyone else would like to put their name forth for chairperson?
No.
No.
You're all offensive
Can I-
baby.
Can I nominate Susan Duran for chairperson again?
Yes.
I second that.
Fine. Do we want to make a motion for all the officers to stay the same then, please?
Sure. Why do we, I move that we keep the offices the same as they were this past year. Susan is chairperson, Ann is vice chair, and Lauren is secretary. And if it gets seconded, I think we should just vote by acclamation.
That sounds fine.
Well, I second that.
Okay, all in favor? Yes, yes, yes. Right?
Good. Thank you. Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes? Thank you, Lauren.
Yes.
Did anybody have any issues or any questions?
Marcy said that she would get the amounts to insert. That was the only
Right.
thing I didn't have because we really
Okay.
weren't at the meeting for the signing, so.
Yeah. No,
All
I
right.
know, those have been hard. As long as we've got them in writing someplace, Marcy, I think we're okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Can I have a
Michael?
motion then?
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
go
I was
ahead,
just
Lauren.
going to ask Michael if he would take his copy and drop it off at the town hall to file it.
Yep, and I checked up on that to make sure I have done that, so we haven't missed any minutes that are in there. I'm
Thank
saying
you.
they've all been included.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, good.
All right, thank you.
Excellent. Can I have a motion then, please?
Motion to accept the minutes?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good, okay. All right, Marcy, you're up.
All right, just a friendly reminder, town meeting Monday, July 27th at 7:30 at the high school. It is my understanding that this is to be outside unless low attendance, and then they would bring it inside. Woo! Wear bug spray is what I was
Yeah.
told.
Yes.
Which field
Yes.
is it that we're meeting at?
It's called the JV baseball field, which I think is the furthest field closest to that building, if I remember correctly.
Closest to the building. Oh, okay. All right.
I
Thank you.
think so.
All right. Well, when I get up there, I'll see all the people. So
You will.
Yeah.
If you're on the football field alone, then you know you're in the wrong spot.
Okay, good. Sounds like a plan. right.
Marcy,
Our-
did they give a start time?
7:30.
7:30. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. I just wanted to let you guys know that our summer reading has started. We have, as of last week, 130 participants, which is a
Nice.
little low for our normal attendance, but because we
Yeah.
didn't have the summer reading kickoff, Stephanie couldn't go into the schools to promote. That's pretty good. The good thing is we have 47 adults signed up,
Nice.
10 teens, and 73 kids. So those
Oh,
are some
good.
impressive numbers.
It's different, but you know,
No,
that's
that's
a good number.
Right,
Yeah.
right. This is all online right now. They do have the option of picking up game boards for in-person checking off, but so, you know, it's a good thing. It's
Yeah.
going to be different this year than it has been, but
Yeah.
I think at this point, these numbers are amazing.
I would say so. I
Yeah.
would agree for sure. Yes.
We've had since last week, over 500 people picking up curbside.
Nice. Awesome.
I didn't hear that. Something beeped. What'd you say? How many?
Over 500
Oh,
people picked up curbside. I mean, not like just 500, like some family could have picked up 20 different times.
right.
Yeah, but that's awesome. That's terrific.
Yeah.
That's good.
So we're doing really well with that.
Are there any
I had
trends, any trends that you've noticed with it?
Mondays are really busy.
Okay.
Per usual, they always are in the summer.
Yeah. And it's a lot of phone calls for like patrons calling it, staff calling the patrons, leaving a message, patrons calling us back. We did just are sending out an email tomorrow to say, like, if you, for all the people that get emails, to say, we're not going to call you, please call us to arrange your pickup.
Oh, good,
Just
I'm
'cause
glad.
it's just too many phone calls.
You spend your whole day doing that.
Right. About 8 libraries in the network have started doing in-person. Our closest is Abington, and they're doing 2 days a week. We have yet to have our plexiglass put in. So until that happens, we're kind of in a holding pattern anyways. And Frank, in a department heads meeting last week, had said he wants to spend at least another month where we're at and then investigate what opening up looks like.
Yeah.
He's being overly cautious,
Yep.
and he told me to any complaints to let him know.
You know, he is being overly cautious, but all, in the grand scheme of things, I think it's fine.
Right.
Right. I mean, there's still like, Rockland just started doing curbside. Canton hasn't opened up yet. So the fact of the matter is, like, we're until it, like, really until the fall, and like if the state steps in and says everyone should be open now, I think we're okay for the time being.
Yeah, there's no, you're doing what you can at this point in time.
Right. And honestly, the Board of Health, when we met with her at the end of May, was like, what is the benefit to having patrons come in versus giving them their materials outside?
Right.
And it is, other than I can see having computer access, and even Abington hasn't started doing that yet, I don't see like the benefit is. And a lot of the libraries that are open right now, it's not, the whole building isn't open. Like, they just have access to bestsellers that they can touch, and staff is going into the stacks and getting everything else, because we just don't have cleaning. And what, are you going to follow someone around if they touch something and wipe it down?
And if you're getting 500 pickups already in this short span of time, I think it's working fine.
Right. And, you know, Stephanie had a performer in front of Duval's to promote summer reading the first week. And one person commented, like, I think it's socialism at the library is closed still.
Well,
Stephanie's like, I just let that go. I didn't even engage. I'm like, that's smart. And every now and again, we will get a phone call from someone being like, why aren't you open? And usually we're able to say, like, this is the Board of Health and the town administrator's decision. It's really out of our hands.
Yeah, they can call the town hall and complain.
Yep. And Frank said he does occasionally get a few phone calls about like the town hall being closed. And
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, you know?
we're trying to keep the community safe. And I don't want, like, you know, we've seen in other areas where they've opened things up and then had to shut them back down.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
No. I think that would be way harder to get open for a week or two and have to close again. So.
Right. And there's a lot of, like, Duxbury had to, I think, shut down their Little League.
Yeah, they had one game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and one little boy's comment was, I was just starting to be with my friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Okay.
what we want to avoid at all costs.
Right.
So the only other real thing I have is I sent you guys some policies to look at,
Yes.
to add to our policies. I think the only thing like that needs attention right now is to add to the community room policy to just make us the non-library sponsored groups, because we have had Girl Scouts reach out and like I don't think they want it right now, but I think they're looking to start in the fall. And that's where we're quarantining things. I just don't.
I don't
I think
feel safe
we-
letting those people in. No, absolutely not.
No, and I think if we can just say, Abington said until the end of the year, I think that we can reevaluate that. They're planning on reevaluating it in November. Like we can look at that. Like
I
if
would
something,
agree.
like if something traumatic happens and like, you know, we get a vaccine the beginning of October and everything's all better by November, then sure, we can open things up earlier. No one's gonna yell at us about that.
Right, right. No, I think so. We need a motion. Did everybody get to look at the
Yeah.
changes Marcy wanted to make?
Yeah.
All right, and is everybody okay with that? And you have any issues?
No issues here.
Okay, all right. Marcy, do you want us to just vote on the whole thing of changes? And then you can implement them when you need to?
Sure.
Okay. Can I have a motion?
the
then?
only-
Okay, go ahead.
The only other one I wanted to mention was the children younger than 14
Yeah.
and without a parent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now it's younger than 9. And the other one is the hours of service. I just wanted to, like, I assume I probably have to run hours of service by Frank too.
Yes, I would think so.
Right now, we've been doing 9 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. If we do open to the public, I think we should talk about like one evening till like 7
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
And we do offer, if people can't pick up the curbside by 4, we do offer to deliver it, and that seems to be enough right now.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
So those were the 3 things that I just wanted to, like, everything else is kind of pretty standard, but I just wanted to let you guys know about, like, when we do let people into the building, I think younger kids need to be supervised by an adult
I would
or someone
agree.
of responsible age, and no community room to outside people until after the new year, and maybe even longer or shorter,
Yeah.
pending. And
Yeah.
then
I think this
the
way
ability,
through the end of the year, and then, like you say, if something happens and we had to back it down, that's fine, but
Yeah.
this way you're covered.
Right.
In November, we
and
can
then
talk about it.
the ability to adjust hours if need be. Obviously, I'm not gonna like do it willy-nilly. I will talk to you guys, but I want the ability to probably add hours more than take hours away.
Right.
Right, yeah, I'm fine with that, as long as everybody else is.
Yep.
I think we can just make a blanket motion, somebody, and vote on all of this, and then Marcy has the discretion to.
Did somebody make a motion?
Okay, I need a motion, I'm sorry, you lost me, sorry.
I did, yeah. I didn't know who we lost.
It was me. I could see you, I just couldn't talk. Can I have a motion then, please?
I move to accept the changes to the policy.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Okay, Marcy, you're good to go with that.
Sweet, thank you.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much, I was approached by a vendor about buying some tablets for the computer that have built-in data. And I do want to investigate that with you guys, but I think we need to wait until after town meeting and our budget gets passed.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly. Don't do anything before there.
No. In fact, I kind of have put off buying materials. I told Steph and Barb that they could buy, but just don't go the usual July crazy that they normally go,
Yeah.
just to get a few new things in. But I said I'd pretty much wait until, because Frank sent an email being like, only buy what you absolutely need.
Well, I mean, I get it at this point, because we don't know what's going to happen at town meeting.
Right.
and stuff. I
Right.
mean, I get that, yeah.
I am a little concerned about this town meeting. I'm worried that people are going to be like, look at all this money we give to the library and they haven't been open since March.
Well, I mean, all the other departments haven't either. I mean,
Right.
I don't think that's a fair assessment, but I get it.
Yeah. I will bring all my, like, we've done this many curbside and we've, got these many materials returned. This is how many people are participating in our summer reading. These are how many crafts, like Stephanie's doing a drop off, pick up crafts. She's putting together little craft kits.
Okay.
And she put 50 together. They were gone by Thursday. Like,
Wow,
so,
nice.
so,
People are
we,
obviously needing things to do.
right. And I'll, talk about how much overdrive materials we've purchased. We've upped the hoopla, how much the overdrive has been used since March. Like, I will come prepared. And hopefully we'll just sail through like last year, but I think the school is the bigger problem.
Yes. Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how many people actually show up, it being
Right.
outside and all. Will that impact the number of people coming?
Right. And if I do like to think that the people that are pro school are usually pro library. So.
Yeah, I would agree. Yep. More often than not.
Right. Also, if you, we have to appoint a new trustee with the Board of Selectmen.
Yeah.
So if any of you have people in mind, I am gonna talk to the staff about that too. Some patrons, some very involved patrons would be awesome.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
you do have a friend, let me know. That
Yeah.
minimal commitment.
And we're all very nice.
1 hour a month.
1 hour a month.
Yeah.
They do have to be able
Sometimes
to. They do have to be able to scoop ice cream during the summer reading program, though, right?
Yeah,
right. At some point we're gonna have bouncy houses and ice cream and end of summer cake and.
Yeah. Can I ask a question? I know the town got some COVID money. Have we needed to request any of that, like the plexiglass stuff that you're putting up? I assume the town is paying for that through that fund?
So the town's paying for that. And the fire chief is providing all the masks and gloves and hand sanitizer and cleaning products. So I don't even order that.
Yeah.
So it's out of our hands. I bought a thermometer for the library. I bought a book cart for a barrier for Stephanie's desk.
Yeah.
And that I applied to the COVID line.
Yeah.
So there's, we're very lucky because some of the other libraries have had to shell out money out of their budgets and then wait to be reimbursed, where I'm just, most of it, the Chief Greno has been, just dropping off supplies as I need them. I just asked him for more cloth masks and he dropped them off that day. So it's been going really smoothly. I did buy the book cart. Frank was like, yeah, let's buy a book cart. So because Stephanie's desk is completely exposed to the public, I bought it, and on the warrant, I just wrote the line for the COVID line that the town has. So.
Good. So we haven't had to spend any money out of our budget. That's good.
No. Yeah. And so if something comes up, I think they're getting more money. Yeah. They had a portion till July, and then I think they're getting some for going a little forward. So I'll check with the staff and see if they need anything that is above and beyond what we normally purchase.
Right.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good.
Thanks for sending that nice letter or, email about all the other libraries that haven't been able to open.
Yeah. Kingston's laid off half their staff. Plymouth is short-staffed. They've furloughed some people. Hanover furloughed everyone but the director. Rockland laid off everyone until July 1st, and it looks like they're pretty much back where they were. The fact that Frank all along has said he's not laying people off last fiscal year and going forward for this fiscal year is impressive.
It is. It's very, very huge. It's awesome. we've been very lucky.
Marcy, is there an update on the courier, the Old Colony Library service?
So they just started delivery. Well, they've been doing delivery for a while, but they just started doing that you guys can place holds for other libraries. We're not supposed to publicize that until it is operating more smoothly. This is the second week that we've been able to do that, and I can tell you the holds list that staff has been dealing with has been like 20 pages long every day, just because they're playing catch up from March of people placing holds through this all and being like, oh, I want to read this, and nothing coming. So they're hoping the backlog will be done sometime this week. And we're quarantining our book return for 10 days. The book delivery is like about a week at this point that we're quarantining that, because it gets quarantined in their home libraries and then it gets put into delivery. And then in delivery, the only thing that's touched is the outside of the box. Everything else is automated by machines. And then when we get it in the building, it's quarantined for about a week.
Okay. Thank you.
So it's happening. Very exciting.
Slow but sure. Awesome. Does anybody have any other questions or anything else that you want to talk about while we're here?
Nobody's, Marcy had said we didn't hear anything else about Roberta, you know, whether they have in services or anything.
No, nothing yet, no.
Michael, do you know when she died?
I believe they found her, was it Monday morning? So I think it may have happened over the weekend. But I think it's through Blanchard, so if you keep your eye out on the Blanchard's funeral home. We haven't got the burial permit yet, and that comes before the death certificate. So it'll be at least be a couple days, but I think it's through the Blanchard funeral home.
Okay, thank you. While I have you all here, I think then once we know, do we want to send some flowers or a plant or something
Yes. Yes.
from all the trustees and the staff and everything? Do you want to do it all together, Marcy?
I'll have the staff do one if the trustees want to.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Are you all, trustees, are you all set if we all put some money in and get a plant or some
Yeah.
flowers?
Yes,
Yeah.
Is that okay?
yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
As soon as I know anything, I'll give you all a holler.
Yes. So
Yeah.
as soon as I see the obituary, I will email everyone, and
Right.
vice versa if someone sees it before me.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be great. Thank you. If you hear anything, Michael, you'll let us know.
Sure, I will, yes, thank you.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you. All right. Anything else, anybody?
No?
You guys are getting speedy here.
I know, we're being really quick about this.
I know.
Pat
right?
Goldman would be very impressed.
She would be. She would indeed. She'd be all excited.
Exactly. Do you want a motion to adjourn? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, unless Marcy has something else that she needs to ask us.
No, I hope to see you all
Yes.
on Monday the 27th, at least by 6 feet apart.
Better than not at all. Excellent. If no one else has anything, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all.
Thank you, nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.